How's it going, everyone? It is me, Stateside, and we're going to take a look at our best 11 of 2023, or you could even say your FIFA 24 Team of the Year, in my opinion. And these players are players who I think will deserve to be on the ballot and who I am going to be voting for. You can take this to the bank. Every player on this list that makes it will be in my FIFA 23 Team of the Year. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right into it. I don't want to waste anyone's time. If you enjoy the video, though, do leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below what else you would like to see in the future. But let's go ahead, let's get into it. Starting off in goal, I think it's going to be Thibaut Courtois, and you're going to see a trend here of a few teams because I think these are going to be the teams that win big competitions this year. Starting off with Thibaut Courtois, I don't think they're going to win La Liga. I think they'll win the Champions League, though. I think they're going to go back-to-back this year, winning the Champions League, and I definitely think that Thibaut Courtois will be instrumental in that as well, playing a role for Real Madrid in net, of course. Coming into our right-back spot, I'm going to go with Hakimi. I think he's going to win it again. I think that he is just so popular and such a good player and playing in such a great team. And even though there's no, international competition that may have won him the award like there was for Morocco this year, I still think he's going to do instrumental things for PSG in their season. I mean, they're going to run away with the league, let's face it. And that's why I'm going to put him there in my right back spot because I fully think he deserves it and will deserve it this year as well. Our center back partnerships are going to be two Brazilians. It's going to be Marquinhos of PSG and Eder Militao of Real Madrid. I know Militao's injured right now, so just put in any of the three key center backs for Real Madrid. I'll go with David Alaba if Eder Militao is out long term, but I'm going to go with Militao and Marquinhos as our center back partnership. At left back, this one's kind of controversial because you could put him as a midfielder. You could put him as a left mid. You could put him as a attacking mid if you're talking about Ukraine. It's going to be Zinchenko. I'm going with Zinchenko. I think he's just so important to Arsenal, and they're going to win the league this year. Let's face it. Arsenal are winning the league. You heard it here first. They're going to win the league, and that is why Zinchenko is my pick to be in the Team of the Year in 2024, or FIFA 2024, the Team of the Year for 2023. That's how I'm going to say it. And he's also going to win the Europa League as well. You can also go ahead and take that one to the bank as well. Arsenal are winning the Europa League and the Premier League this season. Moving along to our midfield three, we're going to start off with maybe a pretty easy one here. Kevin De Bruyne, I think, is going to figure things out. I mean, he got it this past year, and he wasn't really as good of a player as he used to be. And I think he's going to continue to do well this year. I think he's going to kind of get out of this little hump he had in the end of last year, beginning of this year. I think he's going to get out of that and figure out what he needs to do to get Man City back on all cylinders. Just not enough to get over Arsenal, though. And I think they'll be, in the conversation when you're looking at a Champions League final, so that's why I'm going to put him in there. I think he's going to be my only Manchester City player, despite the records that Haaland will break this season. Moving along to another midfielder, we're going to go with Pedri. I'm going to pick Pedri because I just think he's going to be instrumental to Barcelona winning the La Liga this year. I think, yes, that Barcelona are going to go out and win the La Liga, and I think they're probably going to, they've got a chance of winning another cup as well, hopefully, here pretty soon. I think they're still in the Copa del Rey. I may be wrong, though. But I'm going to go with Pedri there, winning the La Liga and being a very important part. He's already got 5 goals this season. I think he scored like 3 or 4 so far in 2023 alone. So he's going to be an easy pick there for me making it into the Team of the Year. And lastly, going to be in the 10 role. Yes, even though Pedri and De Bruyne can play as a 10, I'm going to go with Odegaard as our third midfielder for Arsenal. He is my pick. Arsenal's going to win the Premier League, like I said, and they're going to win the Europa League. They're going to have a European competition and the domestic league to their name, and that's exactly why I'm going with another Arsenal player in Martin Odegaard. And I mean, he's the captain. He's the best player on the pitch for Arsenal every year. If Arsenal do the double and they get off to a strong start in the Champions League and the Premier League, he could be in shouts for the Ballon d'Or because he is that quality of a player. Yes, he doesn't get the recognition in the international competitions like the World Cup that other players may get, but he is arguably one of the best players in the world right now, and I think he goes extremely under the radar. Going into our front three, we're going to start off, we're going to actually have 2 right wingers, similar to how EA had 2 strikers this past year with Benzema and Mbappe. Obviously, Mbappe could play on the left as well, But we're going to go with 2 right wingers and a striker. We're going to start with a striker. It's going to be Kylian Mbappe. I mean, let's face it, he's the best striker in the world right now. One of the best young forwards in the world right now. There's another best young forward in the world right now that we're going to talk about here in a second. But right now we're going to talk about Lionel Messi, who's probably the head-on favorite, even though he's not scored very many goals in the league so far this season, or this calendar year. Lionel Messi's still hard-on favorite to win the Ballon d'Or this year, especially considering he just led Argentina to a World Cup victory. So he could definitely be in there with a shout to win the World Cup. And lastly, then the last player we're going to talk about is my main man himself, Bukayo Saka, is going to win, not win anything. He may win Young Player of the Season, the Copa Trophy. I think he's still eligible for that. But he is going to be in the Team of the Year this season. This year, he's arguably been one of the best forwards in the Premier League this season. He's been so creative on that right wing for Arsenal. And, I mean, the way him, Ben White, and Martin Odegaard all play on that right side together, right side of the midfield and attacking third together. I mean, it's just so instrumental to Arsenal's attack. It allows Odegaard to click on all cylinders. Same with Bukayo Saka as well. I think he's definitely another underrated player on all surfaces, just because he hasn't played in the Champions League yet, and he will get the opportunity to do that come this fall, and he'll prove himself in the Champions League stage, and that is what will win him an opportunity to be a top player in the world. Anyways, guys, make sure you hit that like button. It helps me out a ton. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video, and comment down below what you would like to see in the future. I'll see you guys later. Peace.